Guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today it's just gonna be me because we are gonna have our astrology talk for this month. So I think every month we are gonna do a astrology video. Today is gonna be like the forecast for this whole month about the transits. I'm a little bit late with the video and we already had our full moon, but I did an Instagram reel on that, so you can go ahead and check it out. I'm gonna leave a link to our Instagram down below. And yeah, most of my information that I have about astrology I have from the beautiful channel of Soul Navigation. She is really amazing. She is my favorite astrologist, I think. And I also have this big book here from where I also have most of my information. So side note, I'm not an astrologist. This is all of my own interpretation. So if you have another interpretation or if you have another opinion, then feel free to leave me a comment down below and we can talk about that. And now let's go ahead and check out all of the beautiful transits of this month. So I'm gonna go with the dates here. The first transits started already on the 6th of January and it's gonna last until the 3rd of February. We're gonna have Mercury square Chiron. Mercury is in Capricorn and Chiron is gonna start in Aries. So Mercury in Capricorn is gonna help us to think in this more rational kind of way. But then also we are gonna have a little bit of a conflict between more conservative outlook and a more modern progressive outlook, because the Chiron is gonna be in Aries. This can cause us to want to start many different things, so I would be careful of the energy that it's gonna be there, so that we don't start too many projects at once. Like maybe limit it to just a few, or even if you can narrow it down to like 1 or 2 projects, because we know if we start too many projects we can feel too overwhelmed. Also, the approach you are gonna be taking there, you can struggle a little bit, as I said, so find like this sweet spot, this middle point between this progressive and free thinking and this conservative thinking, which can also sometimes be good. Next transit we are gonna have is gonna happen on the 8th of January until the 23rd of February. And there we are gonna have Mars sextile Jupiter. Sextile, as you know, this is a good aspect. Also Mars is gonna start in Gemini and Jupiter is gonna also start in Aries. So you see, this month we are gonna have much of this like fiery energy. So this transit is gonna bring us more like of an optimistic outlook and enthusiasm. We also will be able to express our emotions better and control them. And there also might be this urge to move your body a little bit more and try out new things. You see how it affects like the other transits. So this is gonna be like this combined energy where you just want to move a little bit more, try out different things. As I said, like with the last transits, with those like starting, wanting to start different projects. So you see how this energy is just gonna be combined. So really try to take a step back and not start too many things at once. I think this has also like a lot to do with the energy of like January. Everyone has like their new goals. I would say try to pick really few ones that you really can also see yourself doing for the rest of the year, so you are not like all over the place. Also, this is gonna be amplified by the energy of Mars, which is gonna be in Gemini. So this is really gonna create this deep desire of learning new things. Jupiter in Aries, it's gonna help us to have this open mind about things, but it can also cause like premature action. So as I said, like really, I wouldn't take any in the beginning of this year, I wouldn't take any too quick actions. I would really take a step back and maybe Let the things resolve first, see where the things are going, just go a little bit more with the flow, don't take too quick actions. The next transit we are gonna have is gonna be Mercury quincunx Mars. This is gonna be from the 10th of January, so actually today as I'm filming it, until the 31, until the end of January. So Mercury is gonna start in Capricorn and Mars is still in Gemini. So we are gonna have high mental energy, but we are gonna have the risk to kind of overwork ourselves, and also kind of the risk of acting prematurely and making snap decisions. So the Mercury in Capricorn is gonna be a little bit of help to us because it's gonna help us to think in a more rational way. But again, this just amplifies the desire to learn new things. I would say this is very good because this is a good energy for the new year where you want to learn new things, try new things out, break any of your old patterns. So it's actually very good, but you have to be just careful not to take too many things at once. Also today on the 10th until the end of January, we are gonna have Mercury trine North Node, and Mercury is gonna be in Capricorn and North Node is gonna be in Taurus. So this is gonna give people kind of this good life orientation. We are gonna be more open to searching for our background motives, so what really motivates us. Why are we doing certain things, and maybe also why we want to achieve certain things. We are also gonna be able to deal a little bit more with our personality and take criticism more openly and really see it as kind of a thing that can help us. So I would say until now the energy of January seems to be really great for the beginning of the year. Next transit we are gonna have is a Sun conjunction Pluto. This is interesting because Sun and Pluto are gonna be both in Capricorn. This is gonna also begin today until the 27th of January. And this is again gonna help us with going deeper into ourselves, to grow psychologically and to explore the depths of our own personality, because there are so many different layers to our own personality, and this is really gonna help us with that. Also very interesting, something that is or was hidden from us is gonna be revealed to us, and something regarding ego. So some kind of trait that is not serving us is gonna be revealed to us, and we are gonna be able to finally work on that and break free from that. So I think this is really beautiful. This is really great time to start your meditations, guys, and really go into yourself. The energy of January is definitely gonna help you with that. Next transit is gonna be Mercury square Jupiter. Mercury is still in Capricorn and Jupiter is gonna be in Aries. So you see this fiery energy, but also like this more logical. This day, very careful. Make sure you read contracts twice before you sign them. So on the from the 14th of January until the 28th, make sure to be really cautious with your contract, guys. Because we might get the tendency to overlook something important that is then gonna cause us some problems. Be careful with those contracts from the half until the end of January. Then we are gonna have Venus conjunction Saturn. Both are gonna be in Aquarius, and this is gonna start from the 16th of January until the 30th. This is the time if you want to start a new relationship. First, make sure you are you have kind of this base on your own. So you need to feel whole first before entering this relationship, this new relationship that you want to enter. Don't wait for the other person to kind of be your other half and fulfill you, because that's not a good start to a relationship. Searching for something that is in the other person, because before being that first for yourself. Also, there can arise some need for a relationship, but it's not gonna be the partner that you think, for example. So ask yourself this question: Do you really want a relationship with that person, or do you want a relationship in general? So if you are already in a relationship, there can be like conflict between the things that you need to sacrifice to be able to have this relationship, and between the need for this relationship. So you need to reevaluate how much are you willing to give in order to sustain this relationship. So next up, we are gonna have Sun sextile Jupiter. This is gonna start on the 18th and last until the 2nd of February. This is very lucky because we are gonna have Sun in Capricorn and Jupiter in Aries. This is gonna be a very optimistic, positive period. Progress and expansion are gonna come much easier to us. The Sun is gonna be in the 11th house, so this is the house of our friends, of our social life. So I would say this is gonna be the perfect time to like make your social life more enjoyable, go out with friends, meet new people. Then we are gonna have Sun trine Mars. Trine is also a very positive aspect. Sun is gonna be in Aquarius and Mars in Gemini from 21st January until the February 10th. We are gonna have really excellent resources of energy in this time. The flow of physical or emotional energy is gonna be very good channeled. We are gonna be able to get things done quickly. We're gonna have all of that energy that we are gonna then be able to use for our goals. Next up, we're gonna have a conjunction that is gonna last a little bit longer. We are gonna have Jupiter conjunction Chiron. Jupiter is gonna be in Aries and Chiron as well. This is gonna start from January 21st until the 29th of April. So this is gonna be the time when we are gonna really crave our individualism, which is really great, I think. And we are gonna be searching for kind of these ways to express ourselves and to be our own individual self. It's gonna be overall very positive and optimistic. But we can feel kind of a little bit restless when we are gonna try to find our individualism and or like search for it. So this is gonna be the time where we redefine our identity. We don't want to fit into the crowd anymore. We really want to show the world who we really are, and I think this is really beautiful. This is gonna be a really beautiful time and really beautiful energy, because I love to see people who are starting to be themselves, to show the world who they really are. I just love when everyone can be themselves and stand into their power. It's really beautiful. Next up, we're gonna have Sun square Uranus. This is gonna be a little bit more challenging time. Sun is gonna start in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus, and this is gonna last from January 28th until February 12th. This is the time where I think many people that still didn't come out yet, they might come out there, but there can be some tension happening because you see how it plays together, the energy. So on the one hand, it's very beautiful because we are gonna want to show the world who we really are, take off our masks, but also on the other hand, it can cause a little bit of problems. For example, if you are coming out and maybe your family doesn't react a good way, or maybe at first when you are taking all of this mask, maybe you are gonna lose some friends because they are not gonna be aligning with you anymore. But I think this is so, it's still gonna be good energy. It's gonna be more difficult, but still beautiful and really necessary, because when you are transforming, right, when you are showing the world who you really are, you are obviously just gonna lose some friends, but then you are gonna win some who are really aligning with you. And then last, we are gonna have Venus square Mars. So Venus is gonna start in Pisces and Mars is gonna start in Gemini. This is gonna start on the 29th of January until February 13th. The last transition that we are gonna have is Venus square Mars. Square is a negative aspect or a challenging aspect. we are gonna have Venus in Pisces and Mars in Gemini. And this is gonna start on the 29th of January until the February 13th. So one day before Valentine's Day, this energy is gonna last. We are gonna have some tension regarding the ability to relax and enjoy love and sex. This is gonna be the time where, if you are in a relationship, you need to really probably make some sacrifices in order to really get through this rather difficult time. There are gonna be some breakups happening before Valentine's Day because the energy, I think, is not gonna be aligning anymore. Also, some people might realize that they are not connecting with their partners on the intellectual level. So I think it also plays on with the transits that will happen before, right? So if you are in a relationship and you are starting to showing maybe also your partner who you really are, you are starting to take off all of your masks, right? And the other person maybe is doing the same, and then you see you are kind of like separating from each other. So I think this can be a little bit more challenging for couples, but also necessary, because why would you want to be in a relationship where you just kind of grow apart because you want different things, right? So this is gonna be the month when we transform more into ourselves and lose anything that is holding us back, that is not aligning with us anymore. So overall, really great energy, the time for personal development, personal growth. And yeah, if you have any questions or tips regarding the interpretations, or if you are seeing things differently, just leave me a comment down below and we can talk about that. Other than that, I'm also gonna leave you a link to the YouTube channel that I talked about, the astrologer. She is really amazing. If you want to better your understanding of astrology, check her out. She's really amazing. Other than that, I hope you are having a wonderful January. I'm giving you all of the positive energy for the transformation, the strength that you need, and I'm sure you are gonna make it. Don't be too afraid to lose anything that doesn't align with you anymore, and I will see you in our next video. Bye guys.